Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good? What's good? What's good? So we ran into massive technical issues today. For some reason, Vimeo doesn't want to work right, so we had that problem. So hopefully you guys can see me now. Hopefully that's working out. Um, I can't tell. Again, YouTube is having problems. Just everything happening at once, and it's driving me insane. It's not fun. Um, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the news like I normally do. I'll do the whole show like I normally do. Um, I would appreciate if somebody would let me know if they can see me, because YouTube is still having that issue where they're not showing me video. So I can't confirm if you can see me. I can confirm that I'm recording, but I can't confirm if I can be seen. So I would be grateful if one of you guys can let me know. And you don't see me. That's awesome. Good job, Vimeo. That's annoying as all get. See me. Today, you can't see me. Oh, that's great. So we're trying again. Yeah, it's like partially there and not there. I might have to do a pre-recorded show. Just record it and then upload it. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Can you guys hear me, though, is another question. It's like nothing's coming through. This is great. Oh, you hear me well. That's a good thing. So now I'm doing a radio show instead of a video show. You have no idea how awesome that is. This is the worst. Let's see something. If I choose another camera, nah, the camera doesn't make a difference. It says I'm live. Do I have to? Let's see. Can you guys see me now? All right. So now you guys can see me. Oof, that's going to take a lot of work to edit that out. It's hard to edit a live show, you know what I mean? I apologize for all the technical issues. Vimeo's trying to work through issues on their end. I have no idea what's going on, what happened with YouTube yesterday, but we're here today. We're here now. Got to put some lotion on. My hands were horrible. So I had plenty of time this morning. I was early, everything was done. It's just a pain in the tail, but let's get to the news, because I know that's what you guys care about. So let me get there real fast. Let me get to my notes, because you know how I do. I always have my notes up. So right now, we have the European Central Bank official Muller, warned of inflation risks at the 2025 IMF meeting due to restrictions. They're saying it's actually going to hurt Europe as well. It's not just the United States that's going to feel it. It's Europe. It's all around the world. So this has become bigger than what everybody thought. Shocker there, right? And then, I understand negotiation tactics, right? I really do understand negotiation tactics. But there comes a point when you've got to say to yourself, or others must tell you, shut up. Shut up. Right? Let things go the way they're supposed to go. You running your mouth, antagonizing people. The only thing that's going on is actually, that's not a subject for this. This is not a technical thing. I'm annoyed today, so I'm going to be short. So I apologize now, but I'm annoyed. So if it doesn't have anything to do with investment, I'm going to stick to that incredibly harshly. So there comes a point where people around you need to tell you to be quiet. Stop antagonizing the people you're trying to negotiate with. You're not just affecting your country, you're affecting the global economy. And I don't know if you've checked lately, but the global economy is a little bit fragile. Just saying. Just saying. Vietnam's 16% credit surge and Kazakhstan's stablecoin CBDC strategies. Guess what? You have small companies coming along and doing things. Small countries coming along and doing things. And when they come online and others come online, South America's picking up, you're going to have other countries that are going to be involved in crypto. Somebody had asked, how big do you think crypto can get? And I just sat there and I was like, it's a global thing. How big is the globe? We live on a tiny blue marble, which means that if one country does something, another country is going to do something, so on and so forth. The dominoes just fall. And Vietnam and Kazakhstan, those aren't big countries. They're not big countries, but they're making big moves. Just saying. Binance also went out and bought GoPax for $100 million. $100 million. And it's only because it was a 2-year regulatory battle in South Korea, and they finally got through it. So now they own GoPax. So now Binance is in South Korea. Not to be outdone, Kraken acquired Small Exchange. That's actually the name of the company. Also happens to be $400 million. $100 million. Yeah. What do they specialize in? Futures. I'm telling you, you guys need to start paying attention to not just the acquisitions, but the positioning. It's the positioning that are going to get people. Position are these companies putting themselves in for the future? And Kraken is spread out nicely. They're doing it in a really smart way because they know they're a small player. So we've got to put revenue streams in different places. They're really setting up well. I'm telling you, do some research on that. Then one of the oldest French banks oldest French banks. It's 175 years old. French bank ODDO BHF launched EuroD, a MiCA-compliant euro-backed stablecoin partnering with Bit2Me and Fireblocks to bridge traditional finance and blockchain. I'm just saying, got to pay attention. All these tiny little places, all these tiny little things, all these tiny little maneuvers and things like that. The world is moving toward crypto. It really is. But like I said, it's not just the investment that I'm interested in. It's not the investment. It's the usage. It's the normal retail usage. You know what I mean? Companies being paid, people being paid, bills being paid, just using crypto, right? That's one. But then the other part is actual integration of the technology. Because integrating crypto can actually make your banking operations far more efficient, and less costly. Cost avoidance is a very big deal. Cost avoidance is a huge deal, right? And that's kind of a thing. We should. Great. That's awesome. I'm just looking at, the whole thing because my desktop software is not running properly, so I'm getting upset. So Vimeo, if you're listening, I hope you hear this. Somebody needs to call me because this is a major problem. You're affecting my business now. So I'm expecting massive, massive fixes and discounts. This has been going on for a couple of days now, a few days actually. What else is there? Malaysia launched a metaverse-based intelligence operations center using AI, the Internet of Things, and 3D visualization for infrastructure and crisis management. Can you imagine drones being flown out to actually understand what's going on? Do you know there are places in the United States where they're using full self-driving police cars, and those police cars, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. And around the world, it seems like we're having that kind of issue. Yeah, I keep blipping out. I'm sorry, everybody. Don't worry. This is it. Hopefully today it'll get fixed. Sometime this week, I'll find an alternative way to stream. If I don't stream, then They'll be pre-recorded shows. It's such a pain in the tail. Well, I'm literally watching myself in real time, blip in and blip out. It's not the way I do things. I mean, even my backup just didn't work right. So I might actually have to fall back to actually using YouTube Studio to do my recording, and that's yeah, that's not what I want to do either. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. Australia proposed legislation to restrict crypto ATMs. In Australia, right now, they have over 2008 to be exact, ATMs in the country. And what they're worried about is money laundering. That's the big deal that they're worried about. They're worried about money laundering. Global regulators, including the Basel Committee, are starting to rethink their stance on stablecoins. And it's kind of like, yeah, you kind of need to. Your old banking ways are not the way to go. That's literally what's going on. That's not what we want to do. Those old banking ways are not good. I'm trying to understand why there's a big E over here. There shouldn't be. I should be seeing myself right now. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Ugh, this is the worst. I'll just keep going, and this will just be the worst show ever. Got to take it on the chin sometimes. The U.S. government shutdown is causing a $15 billion weekly economic crisis. $15 billion a week is the cost to this, and it's the worst. It's the worst. Yes, and the answer, yeah, the bear is loose on the market. But here's the thing, though: the bear is loose on the market, but the market is still trading within 109 to 123. That's my band. When I show you guys what's going on, which I won't be able to do today because that's annoying. I'll just have to say it. I don't understand why I'm just seeing this. That's okay. The speaker's already in the scene. That's great. But it's not pushing out the video. Yeah. But as long as Bitcoin is trading within that band, it's not really a heavy hit. From what to 123 and change, it's not a heavy hit. It's not a heavy hit at all. It's just that people overreact. That's what's going on. So is the bear totally loose? Yeah, it's kind of a bearish market. For me, though, as long as it's trading within the band, it's kind of a neutral market. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, and then you have companies like Bitmine that are going out there and snatching up, they snatched up 104,336 ETH during this dip. So there are opportunities, and because they still think that, freaking Ethereum is going to be like $10,000. And I'm just like, the math is there. You can see the path. It can happen. It can absolutely happen. But I'm just trying to understand, how could that work? I don't see how that works. So I don't know. Yeah, the video is just turned off. It's not doing anything. That's just great. That's just great. I'm still trying to, like, on this side, I'm still trying to work around Vimeo's, nonsense. And it's absolutely horrible because I can't get it to work. Let me see if I can share my entire screen so at least you can see me. You can at least see the other side. There it is. I can at least move my notes out. All right, so you can see something, because this is kind of ridiculous. This is kind of ridiculous. So when I look at everything, I'm kind of like, you can't even see that. It turns off. Yo, what is going on with this place? So what, now you can see? Ah, man, this is going to freak me out. Let me get to the numbers real fast because this is going to be a short show. I can't. I feel like I'm putting you guys through the ringer. So right now, Dow implied open is 179 up. S&P futures is about 26.25 up. NASDAQ futures implied up is 137.5. Oil up 0.36. US 10-year down 0.023. Earnings today, we've got Charles Schwab, Interactive Brokers, Marsh & McLennan, one of the world's largest insurance brokerage firms. I used to work there when I was a kid. great place. Bank of New York, Mellon Corporation, U.S. Bank Corp, CSX Logistics. You want to pay attention to that. Las Vegas Sands is supposed to happen today. M&T Bank is happening today. The Travelers Companies is happening today. Key Corp. I mean, you have a lot of companies you should be paying attention to in this one. This week is a heavy earnings week, and there's a lot of stuff that you should be paying attention to. You're getting a lot of financial institutions. Then on the other side, I wonder if I can I share my screen? Because that'd be great if I can actually show you what I'm walking through. Because right now I think you can see me, but that's not helpful. You guys don't want to see my face. That's not what you want to see when you grow up. So let's see if I want to share a window. From the window to the wall. I know, it's funny. Let's say the entire screen. Yeah, let's do that way. Let's see if that'll work. All right. So economic data, we're not going to get anything. I told you yesterday we got the beige book. I'm shocked we got the beige book yesterday. It is what it is. I'm happy about it. I don't even have my logos up. Oh, it's killing me. The fear and greed index is at 28, was at 34 yesterday. Supreme drops. I think we'll see BTC hit below 100K before the end of the year, 95K. I disagree. I think it'll hit like 102, maybe 101. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it hits 95, I'm in. That for me would be a dry powder trigger right there. Not a problem, because it's going to go back up. So I'm not worried about that. But if it does go down that low, it's a flash. I think it would definitely be a flash. Right now, total value locked, $154.178 billion in total value locked. Bitcoin right now is about 111. You see what I mean? This is what I mean by the bands: 109,337 to 123,092. In these bands, I don't know that I'm going to freak out. I really don't know if I'm going to freak out. Right? I'm paying attention to opportunities. If you dip below this band like we did back here, okay, is that an opportunity for me? Yeah. For Bitcoin? Yeah. For Ethereum, if it dips? Yeah. There's certain coins that I'm just like, if they dip below a certain amount, I'm all about it. I don't even have to think about it. It's an automatic trigger. Not a problem. Not a problem. No, not trying to trade on that. When I look at the big board, you see all this red, this sea of red. I mean, I could rifle through this: BTC, ETH, BCH, BNB, ADA, LTC, Doge, Link, ZEC if you're into it, Sol if you're into it, XRP definitely, SUI, Ton, Hype, HBAR. Let's see, Monero, Aave, Avalanche, definitely Avalanche. Don't sleep on Avalanche. Please don't sleep on Avalanche. That's a very big deal. The reason why I say so is because Avalanche has a supreme spot when it comes to tokenization. I'm just seeing places just out of nowhere go with Avalanche, and it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts that that's what happens. Looking at these numbers across the board, you can see everybody's dipped. Bitcoin is below 20% year to date. Ethereum is at 21%, 21.75%, 77 right now. BNB is still on a rip. It's still above 1150. It's still above 1150. I'm just saying. I'm glad I got in on it. I really am. XRP is at 245. At this number, I'm happy with that. I mean, I'm not happy, but I'm happy for the opportunity because I believe it's going to go hit, $3 and above right there. Now, when I stop and I look and I talk about these coins, do I see an X coming out of any one of these coins? Personally, no. I really don't feel like I'm going to get an X. I think I'll get a nice, respectable percentage, even a very high percentage out of a couple of them. But do I think I'm going to get an X? No. I don't think you start getting into X territory until you hit until you hit number 10. Because looking at number 10, and don't miss out that Tron is now ranked number 8. You don't see it right now, but Tron is number 8. But when I look at this, I'm looking at Hyperliquid can do it. Cardano can X, Hyperliquid can X, Chainlink can X, Let's see. Stellar, I think, can X. Sui is possible to X. Avalanche is possible to X. Hedera, I think, could X. Shiba Inu is due for an X. Mantle possibly. Mantle possibly could X. Monero is something I like, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna X. Toncoin could. People sleep on Toncoin and Sui, and I don't know why. I don't know why. BitTensor, nah, I don't think it's gonna X. Uniswap, I don't think that's gonna X. Aave, it's hard to say no, but I don't think that's gonna X. But you have a lot of opportunities that I just named that could definitely X and make a move. Something else that I just noticed literally this second. Do you realize that PayPal USD and the one above it, they're back to back right now? And I'm wondering because yeah, so the way I'm looking at it is PayPal USD got to this number, honestly, they earned it. USD1, not so much. They had one transaction. MGX was buying into Binance for $2 billion. And instead of just cutting the check for $2 billion, they bought coin and paid with the coin. Uh huh. Just pay attention to that transaction, see how that worked out. They bought $200 billion, $2 billion, $2 billion of this coin, right? USD1, and paid for a piece of Binance. Great. So that means they sent Binance $2 billion. I'd like to know where it is now. Just saying. I'm just saying. So yeah, they got there with a single transaction to get that $2 billion. PayPal USD or PYUSD, they got there legit. So yeah, Aster is moving. Could Aster actually? Could Aster X? Yes, I believe Aster could X. If the market goes up, Aster's gonna take off extremely. Aster and Hyperliquid, I think, would take off extremely. Aptos, it's possible. Aptos is possible. Ondo is possible. Polygon, believe it or not, possible. Arbitrum, no, possible, but I'm not trying to hold that. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I'm sorry that we had so many technical difficulties this morning. I'm still working with Vimeo to fix these things, and hopefully it'll get fixed. Looks like YouTube is starting to act nicely for me now, so we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully everything gets fixed by the end of the day so that tonight's show is a bit better. We'll see. Everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with this mess of a production this morning. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience for sure today. And absolutely, thank you for your trust. And don't forget, practice the GMB3. Do your own research. Know your entries and exits. And absolutely invest deliberately. Have a good one, everybody. See you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the crypto. Bye-bye.